Say his name.
George Floyd.
Say his name.
George Floyd.
That's how I feel. I'm excited. I'm a little in shock, in awe.
Today's verdict in Minneapolis also spurred hope for many across the country, including community advocates here in the Central Coast. Community leaders in Seaside say that they believe today's conviction is one step forward in repairing injustices for families of color who have experienced racial inequality. KION's Stephanie Aceves has more reaction from one man who lost his father in an officer-involved shooting.
I spoke with community members and activists who expressed relief at Derek Chauvin being found guilty on all charges. Alari Jehudimas, whose father was shot dead in an officer-involved shooting by Seaside police, says he's glad the Floyd family got justice. But he wants to remind others that shootings like this happen in our own backyards.
I am a George Floyd. I am a Dante Wright, and I do not want to be another hashtag. I am excited for today, but we have more work to do tomorrow.
Excitement, shock, and awe. These are the feelings that community activist Nathaniel Sawyer says he felt upon hearing the guilty verdict for Derek Chauvin. Sawyer brought along activists from all walks of life to express the need for solidarity in these pressing times because for him, injustice not only affects George Floyd, but affects everyone.
We, as in the black and brown community, the Asian community, even the white community now, have been saying we need justice, we need change. And Derek Chauvin's trial is an example of that change that we are desperately crying for.
For Seaside's police chief Abdul Pridgen, he says that accountability was necessary and is one step towards bridging a gap between police and the community.
It's also necessary for us to continue to build trust in communities where there's an absence of trust. And I think this will go a step further in that direction.
As someone who has had the firsthand experience of having a loved one die at the hands of police, Jehudimas knows the pain and grief that continues after shootings like this, but feels that this guilty verdict alone will not solve police brutality.
It's really important for accountability, and I think for America to understand that we are headed in the right direction, but this one case in itself is not going to be the death blow to the problems we have.
The NAACP in Santa Cruz is planning to have a commemoration event for George Floyd in late May. In Seaside, Stephanie Aceves, KION News Channel 546.